Hello, Princess, from Ocean Cay, here aboard, well, not aboard MSC Divina right now. We just stepped ashore from MSC Divina. This is our second visit to Ocean Cay. Last time was on MSC Seashore, and a lot of stuff was still under construction. Let's see if, well, I'm sure they made some progress. We're also gonna have lunch. There's some food trucks and things like that I do wanna try. They are up charges, but hey, why the hell not? And there's a tram, but I am going to walk because reasons. This is the first gym here on the island, and I remember there aren't that many of them, weirdly. I don't know, should I stop now? So why do the boys get King Triton and the ladies just a mermaid? That's how it should be, but that's a little in your face. Definitely want to verify how many bars have, definitely want to verify how much of this has been finished, especially the Lighthouse bar. But first order of business is lunch. It is time, and I am looking for the food truck, I guess, where they have the seafood. I think there's at least a lobster roll and a couple of other things back there. There's food trucks right there. A hot dog, a hamburger, and cake and fries, which I think is what they have also at the buffet. So don't know why you would wait. I don't know if those are upcharge. Ooh, that's a good point. Doesn't matter because it is right where I left it. The seafood shack. No. It is called the Shell Shack, Beach Shack. All right, we found it. So, I don't know. There's a lobster grilled cheese, and then the lobster bacon roll. I don't know. Tough choice. Remember, don't really like lobster, but I'll make the sacrifice. A, the tram drivers think they're playing Crazy Taxi, and B, the bartenders are, I don't know, kind of working at a nice leisurely island pace. Either way, it's all good. I'm gonna go order my lobster roll. That's what I decided. The grilled cheese might be a bit heavy for a hot day like this, but I can always come back and try it tomorrow if it's really good. Yeah, beware of incoming birds. I do have a seat in the shade. You order and then they bring it out to you. I am set up and all ready to go. That's my entire place setting right there. Everything important is good to go. There's the beautiful MSC Divina in the background. If I run into, probably will, Cruise Directress Carrie again, I'm gonna mention to her that what MSC needs is a floating bar. I've only seen that at Labadee and Coco Cay, so MSC has an easy opportunity for a huge win. That is such a good time. And yeah, surprised no one else has picked up on this. Never been to a carnival island. We're gonna fix that soon though. But MSC, yeah, a floating bar. Everybody loves it. This area right here is roped off for guests, and oh, there she goes, Crazy Taxi. I wonder if this is the crew area. I did see some people on those little floating barges earlier, like earlier in the morning, and the crew housing is right behind this. Beautiful crew beach, if that is the case. MSC, yeah, well, if that is the crew beach, you done good on that. Here it is, the lobster bacon roll. It does come with fries, ketchup, and mayonnaise. So yeah, we are in full Euro mode again. All right, looks pretty good. Let's dig in. Yeah, the lobster bacon roll was pretty good. The roll was nice and light. I think it had some butter on it. There was plenty of lobster in the lobster salad with the bacon. The fries were perfectly cooked. Yes, and I did use the ketchup and mayonnaise because that's how chef presented it, so I did enjoy that. I would say I would recommend it because even though I don't like lobster, I know, weird, I am having to make a detour back to the ship. Something I need to take care of. Not a huge thing, but I cannot log into the island Wi-Fi. It says my internet ID is invalid, so I'm going to head back to the ship and do it there. It'll probably only take a minute, but gotta go all the way back to the ship to do it. Yeah, I mentioned this before on Seascape. The implementation of the internet package is a little wonky. It's better here because they don't use the app in a weird way, but now I'm having this problem. It's not a complaint, it's just FYI, and I get to see the beautiful ship in the glorious, almost Florida day. All aboard is at 11:30 p.m. They definitely don't want people roaming around all night, which suggests the ship is gonna stay moored here We'll find out. You know what? I'm just gonna wait and find out. Be surprised. Unfortunately, that took longer than anticipated, so I'm just back on the island now, a couple hours later, and it's not looking good. All right, so, well, you know what? I don't know whether to put this on the ship or shoreside, but I cannot register for the island Wi-Fi. I can't log in, it says invalid, and my code for the internet also does not work. It says invalid, which means because I'm now waiting for something else, I really can only walk around and see what's new, then go back to the ship. Unless, well, unless somebody knows the super secret way to get that working. I will say, this is all new-ish. This part was blocked off back in November, so I'm gonna head over here, check out the tiki, and then walk. I'm gonna walk. Oop, where are we? Here we go. Walk that way, past the lighthouse, then back to the ship. All right, that's the plan. Not much to see. I guess the vegetation is still growing. We'll give it another year. Well, actually, no. I'll be back in 6 months. So, well, 5 months. We'll check it out then. Well, we'll be back tomorrow, but I don't think a whole lot is gonna grow overnight. It is not my day. Even the bar is closed. Oh boy. And the beach looks so nice. I was going to go and splash around a little bit. Heading, well, on plan. There's the lighthouse. That's where we're going. There is a, there's a, oh, lighthouse bar. Maybe that one's open. Not the best beach for bathing. It is all rocks. But that's okay. The other ones are nice soft sand. Pro tip, MSC, if you water in the morning, less of it evaporates. Even though the bar is closed, this is a really nice hangout spot. Probably will stop by here tomorrow and, I don't know, just have a beverage by the water overlooking the beautiful Florida Strait. Yes, yeah, right across there is Miami. MSC calls this Ocean Cay Marine Preserve or Marine Reserve. So I think it's, well, the appropriate place to talk about something else that's very, very important. One thing you're going to hear leftists say a lot, especially about us, is we don't believe in climate change. And they will pretty much say that phrase, or climate change denier, or something like that. And again, you know, I don't know if it's just they're not really observant enough, they're not smart enough, or they can't really craft any complex opinions. It's wrong. I believe in climate change. I really do. What I don't believe in is anthropogenic, man-made climate change. You see, to think that we can appreciably change the climate of the Earth is kind of preposterous. And it can be as simple as realizing that just the sun warms and cools the planet or the surface by potentially dozens of degrees on a daily basis. So to think that we have the capacity to change that by half a degree or some other nonsense is crazy. Also, it still hasn't happened. They've been carrying on about this for decades and it still hasn't happened. And even more important, what's wrong with it being a little bit warmer, especially if we're headed into an ice age? Warmth is good. Warmth brings life. Cold kills. So yeah, I don't really see a problem with that. And most important, Mother Nature will kill us whenever she wants. Well, there you go. No swimming, no diving, keep off the rocks. Here's the lighthouse where they do a show every night. It's, well, probably embedded in the lighthouse, not projections or anything like that. I'll get to see it because we are here very, very late. I don't know if they're going to recommend coming ashore to see it, probably, since there's very limited viewing spaces on the ship, unless you have one of those nice forward-facing staterooms. We found an open gym with a beautiful view of the ship and the beach, which I hope to get to tomorrow. Frustrating, but it's quite all right. Things like this, I anticipate. I don't want them to happen, but they do, and I've just learned to deal with it, which something, yeah, we all need to do sometimes. Maybe it is projections. but maybe not like animated projections, because I don't really see any lighting infrastructure on the lighthouse itself. So I'm gonna be just as surprised as you are. Well, not really surprised. I'm gonna go into this with no expectations of other than a good show. At some point, someone is going to bring me a drink sitting in a lounger in the sun. This is the second failed day to make that happen. And it's such a simple thing on a cruise ship at a private island. I don't know why this is turning out so complicated for me. I don't know what I'm being punished for. I really wish I knew so I could make amends. Oh, please, please, tiki gods, let a drink be delivered. I promise I will be a good boy. Well, I keep saying no promises, so maybe that's not gonna work. Found a third beach shack location, but this one is just hamburgers, hot dogs, and fries. Pretty sure this is included. Yeah, it is included because there's no prices. All right, am I just too analytical? Or does this sign seem a little bit ambiguous? Is that way to the ship, or is that way to the ship? Really, the sign should be here, pointing this way, I think. One reason is because that way I see a closed gate. And this way leads through the marketplace. That would seem most reasonable. Either way, this sailing is interesting because there are no sea days. It's a 4-day sailing, but with 2 days here at Ocean Cay, there are no sea days. I don't know how I feel about that, because I love sea days, one of my favorite things about cruising. But 2 days here on Ocean Cay, you know what? I totally get it. I totally get it. Why sail the ship around when the island is available? I think a lot of people would appreciate this, and that is one of the reasons I booked this particular itinerary, because of the 2 days here at Ocean Cay. And you know what? It's turning out that that was a great decision, because today did not go as planned, unfortunately, so I do have a makeup day. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not being negative. It's not a complaint, just an observation. So I don't know what I would have done differently about today. Well, yeah, I would have gone in the water, and I probably would have gotten the watermelon shrimp salad. But there's always tomorrow, I guess. I'm heading back to the ship now and checking up on a couple of things, and then it'll be time to get ready for dinner soon. I'm going to go to the sports bar and try some of their fare. And well, given that all I had was a lobster roll, I will be hungry enough probably for wings, nachos, and a burger. Well, maybe 2 of the 3, but definitely wings. And definitely the nachos. Oh, and definitely the burger. Once again, the beautiful MSC Divina hiding in the trees. It is hot. I'm sweating so much, I'm gonna have to find a gym as soon as I get back on board. All right, princess, I'm gonna close out my failed day at Ocean Cay and go get ready for dinner, which hopefully will be very, very delicious. Hopefully it's as delicious as that lobster roll. And remember, I don't like lobster. I'm just gonna give you a lesson in management for the future. Start a business, have a team, whatever. Very, very important. It's always management's fault. So treat your team really, really well, because when you need them, you will definitely need them. I'm going to say, with everything that's happened, I am, oh, so thankful in a very weird way for my problems. And yes, I know I wore the outfits out of order. I'm sorry.